Hi everybody, this is Will Bowen with today's Jumpstart. About 20 years ago, has it been that long? I'm going to guess it was 20 years ago. You know what? It was probably longer ago than that. I was exposed to the next person in our Masters of Life series. Someone gave me a book and I read it and I was like, whoa. Because it was so opposite of what I was raised theologically, of how I was raised, about not quoting God, not speaking for God, etc., and not questioning God. And this book was pretty amazing, and it really resonated with me and with a lot of people around the world. And the book is, of course, Conversations with God, an Uncommon Dialogue by Neale Walsch. I know that there were 3 versions. I think there may have been a 4th. I think there was like a compendium or something like that came out. The books were amazing. The concept goes that Neale Walsch was depressed near suicide and got up in the middle of the night and began to write out his frustrations and his anger. And in that process, he began to feel his hand responding with the answers as if it were like a Ouija board. And the responses came back, and they were pretty profound. What I believe is that Walsch had tapped into his own higher consciousness, which is God, which is inseparable from God, which is all of us. And I believe that's what happened. And what he had to write was just pretty amazing. Got some great suggestions and ideas. And today, the one I want to give you to jumpstart your day is: to gain what the best that the world has to give, we must first give the world our best. Let me say that again. I'm slightly paraphrasing. To gain the best that the world has to give, we must first give the world our best. It's amazing to me how many people just put forth enough and yet they want plenty. Let me say that again. They put forth enough and they get back, and what they want to get back rather is plenty. I think it was Les Brown who said that most people work most companies pay employees just enough so they won't quit, and most employees do just enough work so they won't get fired. Terrible way to be. Terrible way to live. We need to bring forth the very best that we have if we're going to get it back. I've often said many times, and I'm not the only one, that if you want something, you first need to give it. If you want love, you need to give love. If you want money, you need to give money. If you want acceptance or forgiveness, you need to give those things. You literally create a deficit which draws back to you when you do that. And yet, when we give less than we are capable, we're never going to get the more that we desire. The bad news is it's in our hands. The good news is it's in our hands. If we look around and we're unhappy with the way our lives are going and what we have, we need to just take a look in the mirror and ask ourselves, have I been bringing forth my best? And the answer is almost always no. I'll tell you that because one of the things I've discovered is that everybody always believes that they are doing their very best, and they're doing it with their very best intention. So if you already feel like you're doing your best, you won't believe that you can actually do more, but you can. You can bring more. You can be a better mom. You can be a better friend. You can be a better partner, business associate, whatever it is, you can be more. And the better you bring to the world, the more the better the world brings back to you. Try it today. Go 10% more and see if you don't get at least 10% in return. Enjoy today. We'll talk tomorrow. Bye-bye.